Hi, I'm Rowena, and welcome to FYI with Rowena. We have a wonderful show for you today. Coming up, we have Dr. Ravi Ramanathan, DJ entrepreneur Michael Susara, lifestyle segment with Brian Burns, and from his new Facebook Live show, Requested Live, Tim Catching. My first guest is the CEO and owner of Family Doctors of Green Valley, a local Las Vegan, graduated cum laude from UNLV with a major in chemistry and minor in biology, then spent 4 years at the University of Nevada School of Medicine. I'd like to give a warm welcome to Dr. Ravi Ramanathan. I call him Dr. Ram. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Very good to have you here.
Nice to be here.
So you're a local Las Vegan, right? You went to school here, graduated from here?
Correct. I've been here since the 9th grade.
Wow. Where were you raised or born?
I was born in India, but my dad worked for the military, so we've kind of moved around the country. So I lived in North Carolina, Georgia, Minnesota, but I've been here since the 9th grade. So,
wow. So what got you into medicine?
I just always liked it ever since I was young. I love science, and the field of medicine, attracted me. And also being from a parent of a child of Asian parents,
yes,
kind of push
they
these
always
fields,
want you to be like a doctor.
but
Everybody, like I know, that's Indian. They're mostly my friends and I call them family, but they're all doctors.
Correct. But for me, I love what I do. Absolutely love what I do. So
and
I think I picked. Oh, thank you. I think I picked a great profession.
Yeah,
so.
it shows. You know why? Because you have one, if not the busiest practice in the valley, with almost 3,000 patients. Is that correct?
We see all included about 3,000 patients a month currently. Correct.
And what is the secret to what's the formula? What's the secret formula to what you do?
One of my mentors early on in my career was the readings from Jeff Bezos, the CEO of Amazon. Remember early on he was asked, if, with Amazon, aren't you afraid of another competitor coming into your field and, dominate and become bigger and stronger than you? And he said poignantly that he goes, I'm not afraid of that. I'm afraid of another company obsessing over the customer more than us.
Oh,
so we focus on our patients from a customer service point of view, from a healthcare point of view. We kind of put them at the center, and I think that's probably one of our biggest reasons for our success.
And you know what? There's so many changes over the years regarding medicine. What do you think is the future of medicine?
It's interesting. The future of medicine has been changing over the past few years. The United States, unfortunately, has a very expensive healthcare system, but when you look at outcomes data, it doesn't rank very high when compared to other industrialized nations. So a lot of companies, agencies such as Medicare has been kind of looking at the data, and what they saw was very fascinating. I mean, the primary costs that are driving the healthcare system in the United States is hospitalizations and medications. So they said, well, let's take a different approach. Let's focus on getting people not to be admitted so much and not to be on expensive meds. And there's only one way to do that, and that's prevention.
Prevention,
If we prevent disease, we keep people healthy, then we can attain those goals of decreased hospitalizations and people not being on very expensive medications. So that's kind of where everything is being pushed forward. It's what's known today as value-based healthcare, where physicians are now being rated and ranked based on how well they take care of their patient base. So this is the big shift in medicine. We're going more from a disease-treating state to more of a preventive state.
So, and that's why prevention is so important. Why is your relationship with your primary care doctor also very important?
It's important because the degree of your relationship with your doctor kind of determines the degree of your long-term health. I always tell patients when they come see me that together we're partners in your health care, and my goal is to make sure that you never see the four walls of a hospital. That includes monitoring things like cholesterol, high blood pressure, sugars, and other medical problems that we can monitor periodically, 6 months, usually about every 6 months, to make sure that people are on track. Because if we see any changes, then we try to make adjustments to their lifestyle, predominantly to see if they can correct it and hopefully never attain disease states such as diabetes or high blood pressure, heart attacks, etc.
Well, and you also just started a weight loss program, right?
Correct.
Because, weight loss, I mean, people think that it's about the looks. No, it's really all about your overall health. Because if you're heavy or overweight, it affects your heart and you'll get diabetes and all that. So tell us about that new program that you just started.
Correct, correct. So the World Health Organization, if they haven't already, are soon going to make obesity as one of the leading causes of issues in the world, actually. So in the weight loss industry, I believe the statistics I read show that Americans spend about $50 to $70 billion a year on healthcare products and weight loss products.
That's
and
huge.
it's huge, but yet as a country, we're getting fatter and fatter. I think
Yes.
1 out of 4 4-year-olds are overweight and or obese in the United States. So the U.S. government, under the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, did a huge study called the Evaluation and Management of Overweight and Obese Adults in the United States to answer the question, what does it take to lose weight? And that's the study that we use to base our program off of. The data showed, after looking at 30,000 people, that weight loss is strictly and only a function of calories. So we designed our program around that. We use medications to help support appetite so they can eat less. We recommend that the food journal to monitor the caloric intakes. We give them a weekly shot, but that's kind of to encourage them to come in for the weekly weigh-in. The accountability is very important. And then we see them monthly to monitor them. We use a machine called an InBody that will tell us body fat percentage, et cetera, to give us a better idea of if they are losing weight, where they're losing it, and how we can change our program to do that.
So exercise is really important in losing weight. Is that the case, or exercise and diet?
You know, it's interesting. In the study, in a subset population, they found that exercise had no benefit to weight loss, which was fascinating because, you would think otherwise. You would think that exercise would play a role. But, and I see a lot of patients that come in, doc, I exercise every day, I can't lose weight. I believe the predominant issue is the calories. I mean, if you run 3 miles a day, you're burning about 300 calories, but a simple cheesecake can erase that. So sometimes not running it and not eating that cheesecake yields better results long term. But once again, interestingly, the study and the data shows it's not that beneficial to weight loss. Now, I do encourage patients to exercise, great for the heart, great for the health, but for weight loss, I focus on the caloric intake.
Yes, I've heard before that it is 98% diet and the 2% is really the exercise.
Correct.
Because when you work out, your body becomes a burning surface.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
so if there's a patient out there that is looking for a primary care, is there a website or a phone number that they can go and visit?
Yes, our website is www.familydoctorsgv.com, and our phone number is 702-616-9471.
I thank you for being here, doctor. It's great talking to you, and I would like you to come back.
Oh, I'd love to be back.
Thank you for being here. You did great.
Oh, thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.